Let's meet your Chicago Bulls. Starting at small forward.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The Pelicans coming to town, hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
When I look at New Orleans, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Asik patrol the paint. And it's G in at the point. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Butler. And too long on the shot. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Kings.
And they really got after it defensively throughout that entire game. All the turnovers they forced tell that story.
Yeah, and that was a major factor, Steve. I mean, the more turnovers they cause, the more they seem to rattle those guys.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. What we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order, pretty clear cut.
Great, thanks for the report, Doris. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
That's his first personal foul.
Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've shot the ball well all season long from the free throw line, about 81%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Rose. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to Dallas.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shots. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
Now here's Rose after the miss from G. Shoots from 12. Rose gets the bucket.
Hasn't been able to get it going offensively. It's been a slow start for him.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. G kicks to Gordon. From past the arc. And another 3 for New Orleans.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Bulls trail by 6. Rose goes in. Gasol trying to free himself up. Rose, no good.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
The shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Butler passes to Rose. Back to Butler. There's the dish to Gasol, and that one's good. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
G kicks to Gordon. Evans dishes to G. Pass to Gordon. Here's G. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. Butler passes to Dunleavy. Shot clock at 6. Butler dishes to Rose. With the fadeaway. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So Chicago going with an almost entire...
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
Fouls checked in for Butler. And it's... There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Now Heinrich. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. This all setting the pick for Heinrich. Pass to Snell. 4 seconds left. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in.
Pelicans call timeout. Checking in for the Pelicans. G.
Throws it from deep. No luck. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
Start your new year with the NBA. The Houston Rockets go on the road to battle the Brooklyn Nets. It's all happening.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
And it's been beautiful basketball to watch, guys. Really.
5 guys working as one. The power of the fist, we call it. They've racked up a bunch of assists.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. G in at shooting guard. Davis and Asik patrol the paint. Ryan Anderson out there with Norris Cole.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Gasol. The second chance effort. Can't hit. Davis with some nice D.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
G kicks to Cole. Feeds it to G. Anderson outside. Pass to G. Expanding his range. Cannot hit. And it's Chicago the other way.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, G in the last matchup against the Mavericks had a huge game. He had 23 points and made some excellent passes, finding his open teammates as he put up gaudy assist numbers. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance at Clark here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kelloggian. Is that a word? We can use that word, can't we?
It is now.
Oh, look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Let's just say he was really good.
Clock at 6. Rose attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got the lead. Back up to 1 now for the Bulls.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Shoots it up. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, this is a kind of a mediocre free throw shooting team. They're sitting there at about 73% as a unit.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. And Dunleavy's subbed in for McDermott. And then for New Orleans, Gordon comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Holiday in for Cole. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Here's G. Good. He hits the jump shot. G's got 11 points.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
And it's Rose missing.
Well, the defender was on him like glue, all up in his airspace.
Get out.
Jimmy at the line for the Bulls. One shot.
New Orleans in the lead. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
And there's the feed to Butler. The kick out to Rose. Gasol, a screen on Gordon. And Gasol now top of the key. Back to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's Butler missing. It's a close game here in Chicago. Inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. The top assisting centers and power forwards this year. Second, Joakim Noah. Pau Gasol, third.
And these are some of the most complete players in the NBA. They're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing, too.
Yeah, that's the element of their game that puts them in a different category, a special category amongst low post players. I mean, they've got court vision, they see things, they anticipate, and they're much better at that than their peers.
And that one's good by Noah. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Look over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
yeah, me too.
Man, this has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Rose with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Rose kicks to Butler. Left side, Butler. Can't get it to go. Evans with some nice D.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Here's G. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Rose dishes to Butler. Here's Dunleavy. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Here's G, defended by Dunleavy. Evans kicks to G. And again, New Orleans has no up.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Rose. That's 7 points for Butler.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down.